So when we want to know where we are going from here, the tricky little thing is from here, because sometimes we just get stuck in the concept of where we are now and what's the next step to get to where we want to go. But what I learned from a brilliant strategist that worked with top companies was that you don't start with where you are now. You start with where you want to be. Say, like, where you want to be in 5 years, right? If you can write a picture, if you can create a picture, make a blueprint, just a vision or a vision board of where you hope to be in 5 years from now, then that is your blueprint. That is what you start from, is where you want to be 5 years from now. Doesn't matter where you are now, doesn't matter what the situation is. You just visualize where you want to be 5 years from now. And then you backtrack it. Okay, if I want to be here 5 years from now, whether it's like, and it's everything. You look at your personal life, your relationships, your career, your occupation, where you're living, what you're doing. You can even look at how what your day is like. If you're write up how you wake up in the morning, what you eat for breakfast, what you do first thing in the morning, and then just really get a clear picture of what your life is 5 years from now. Then after you get that clear picture, you look at where you need to be 4 years from now as a foundation for that fifth year, right? And you can also break that down. Every area, your personal relationships, your personal growth, your occupation, where you need to be 4 years from now to get to that 5 year point. And then you go to the 3 years in order to get to the 4 year point. Then you go to the 2 years in order to get to the 3 year point. You get the drift. But you go down to okay, then where do you need to be 6 months from now in order to get to that point eventually in 5 years? Then you go from 6 months to maybe 3 months to a month to next week. And what do I have to do today to get to that vision I have 5 years from now? And this is really conscious creativity, because you are using your vision, that which comes from within you, instead of what you feel you have to do based on all the outside influences from today. It's coming from your heart, from your heart's desire, from your wishes, is much more empowering. It is really living as the author of your life. And you know what? We only get one life, and that's our own, right? That's our own. We can only change one person, and that's me. So I get to create me. I really get to create the character I am, the person I am, the abundance that I have, the life that I have, what I own, because what I own eventually really owns me. If I have a car, that means I have to take care of the car. I have to put gas in it. I've got to check the oil. I've got to get the tires changed. I've got to wash it, So it owns me. So when you're creating your vision, that might be a good thing to think of, is what you want to own as it also owns you. And then we get a much more empowered way of living when we know what we want and we work our way there and working backwards, right? If you want to be somewhere 5 years from now, that doesn't mean you have to do it tomorrow. It means you take your step in that direction. And there's no right or wrong. There's no mistake, really. There's just deciding on the direction you want to go into. And I would start with you as a person, who you want to be as a person. And this is another exercise you can do. You can look at what your obituary should be. What are people going to say about you when you finally leave this earth plane and all that's left is what you've created, what you've left, right, on this earth for history. So you can start with that. You can start with what you hope people will say about you, what they gained from you, what you left here on this earth. It could be things like, I made this earth a more peaceful place. I created connections between people in harmony, peaceful, harmonious relationships. It could be that you came up with a scientific discovery that made people's lives much easier, that created a baseline of health instead of disease that we're fighting. Whatever it is, keep that in mind. And then you can back from that end point to where you'd like to be in 5 years. You can even do a 10-year out goal and then back it. And then when you have these really clear directions, each momentary decision becomes very simplified, because then you can think, will this take me in the direction of my ultimate goal I want to get to, or will it take me in the opposite direction? Because there's only two directions. You're either going towards it or you're falling away. And, it could be something simple as, like, if you want to be known as you pass on as a person who created peace and harmonious relationships, then in this moment, when I'm really upset at this person or whatever it is, I can decide how I choose to react right now. Is it contributing to my goal of being known as a peacemaker and harmonious relationship person, or creating harmonious relationships? And even though you may feel like really digging into that person and chewing them up and making them feel awful because they made you feel awful, you may choose differently. So that's the power of really knowing your goal, of really knowing what you're going for, what you really want in life, what you want to use this life for, and to be known as what you've contributed, what your legacy is, Your legacy starts now. I mean, whether you're 15 or 115, your legacy starts now. So it's nice, well, it's almost necessary to, if you're going to really author your life, if you're going to own your life, it's necessary to visualize what it is you want your life to be, what you want to leave as your mark. Make your mark, and you make your mark every moment. You make your mark in every little decision that you make. And I am going to add this little piece. Some things, it doesn't really matter. Am I going to have bananas on my yogurt for breakfast or strawberries and granola? That doesn't matter. Then you can just check in with, like, what do my taste buds want right now? What does my body feel like it wants? And other things like, do I wear the red shirt or the yellow shirt today? If if you're keeping your deeper goals in mind, such as I hope to expand joy and beauty, that is my life goal, is expanding joy and beauty on this earth, then I might think of, well, let me at least brush my hair and, change out of my pajamas into something decent. But then it's other times it's like sometimes the message is just so strong. It's like, okay, let me get this message out now. Not brushed my hair. I'm still in my pajamas, but I'm getting the message out. And it's still in line with expanding joy and beauty. I don't know if that sounded silly or not. But yeah, laughter. Laughter is really an important part of alchemizing any of the darker stuff into light. Everything from your mood to your immune system. Laughter is a important part of that. So along the way, on your journey, this is like it's like a walkabout. Life is like a walkabout. It's just a journey through one situation to another, meeting different people and getting into different situations. And what you want to like sum up your life journey, your walkabout, as if you could give it a title, what would that be? What would you want written on your gravestone, right? Think of that. What would you want written on your gravestone? What would you want to be remembered by? Now that is your legacy, and that is what your personal goal is. And then, recognize the age and the stage of life that you're in right now, and then see where you want to be towards that legacy in 5 years. Then, of course, there's all the other things, besides our personal growth. There's what we want to experience, the environment we want to be in, the relationships we want to have, family, occupations, what we want to be involved with and contribute to society with. So those are the things to list out. And I do have a Create Your Inspirational Environment workshop that I can offer. Just dawned on me. I can offer that again now. So that actually works with your environment that helps keep you on track to your goals, keeps you reminding of your goals. Hopefully we know where we are going from here by looking beyond what's the immediate situation to where we really want to be. Let that guide us in our decisions right now versus just trying to maneuver around all the obstacles that are here right now and just not get caught in the obstacles. Just not getting caught in the obstacles may make you just go round and round and round in circles. But if you have a clear vision of where you want to go, where you want to be, then those obstacles, they're just like, you just get around them and you know where you're going to go. But when you're focused on the obstacles, you are going to be going around and around those obstacles because that's all you see. You don't have your long-term vision. So I encourage you to make your long-term vision. And I'd love to hear from you. So give me your comments, put some things in the chat and the lives, and I'll catch up with you again soon.